what it is this. There are 9 characters. 4 are therapists. 2 men, there's the white male senior psychiatrist, and there's the white male psychiatric resident, and then there's a middle-aged woman who raised her kids and went back and got her MSW, and then there's a young woman psychology intern who starts to raise questions, just as her internship is ending, about diagnosis and are we hurting people and so on. So there are the 4 of them, and there are these very realistic scenes in a case conference room, and they're talking about their patients. And then 4 other characters are the mental patients, and they're in hospital gowns. And they are, ready for the symbolism, not seen or heard by the therapist, right? They're watching the case conferences, and periodically, when they just cannot believe what they've just heard from the therapist, they run out and they put on a show. So one time, it's very sophomoric comedy, one is a vaudeville skit, one is the psychiatrist marching band, and so on. And then there's a 9th character, a woman who's in early 1900s long dress, and she's off to the side watching all of this, and she doesn't say anything until about 2/3 of the way through the show. And then the Blue Danube starts to play, and she walks down stage, and I haven't done this in a long time, so I've got the script here, and she says, "Thank you for coming. I'm Amalia Freud, Amalia Nathanson Freud. I lived to be 95 years old. I wanted everyone to know that my son was the great psychoanalyst, winner of the Goethe Prize for Literature. But behind their polite smiles, I saw the thought, this is the mother whose son discovered that all little boys want to have sex with their mothers. And about our daughters, what did he say? That our daughters are angry because we did not present them with a penis." That's what he discovered. I had 5 daughters. How do you think his words make me feel? I love my Sigmund, but this is too much. He told people all his life he felt like a conqueror because he was my indisputable favorite. So he thought. The truth is, I loved all of my children. How could I not? After Sigmund, Sigmund was my firstborn. I loved my daughters also, but kept on having to have more, 5 in all, until Jacob got his one more son. Most of the time Sigmund was growing up, his father and all the other children and I shared 3 rooms, but he had his own. He needed to study. His sister Anna complains that his piano lessons, he complained that his sister Anna's piano lessons were noisy when he was trying to study. We got rid of the piano. Anna and I were sad, but not angry. We understood. And he decided who was normal. He threw up his hands and said, "What do women want?" What's not to understand? Is it healthy to make everything so complicated? Is it healthy to take a mother's love or a wife's love and complicate it? Normal schnormal. Oh, I realize some people have to be put away. They can hurt themselves or someone else. But it's a tough problem. You start putting people away, and somebody's going to decide who gets put away. Somebody's going to choose the rules. And somehow, they seem to decide it's the ones the most like them who are the good, the healthy, the deserving. It's the others who are derided, called dangerous, put away. That's what I have noticed. My 5 daughters, one went to New York, 3 were gassed at Auschwitz, and the last one starved to death in the camp at Theresienstadt. Thank you for listening. And then the music plays and she leaves.
Wow.